Ash vs. Evil Dead podcast, episode 4. It was called DUI.
Not impressed.
Ugh. These, they got some bad morals for people in this. Yeah. I feel like kids should not be watching this. It's gonna be giving them bad ideas.
This was such a kid's show before this.
Yeah, but now, gone too far. And really, it's the cursing that gets me. So what'd you think of this episode?
It was alright.
It had some really funny moments. It also had a little bit of disappointment. I feel like the follow-through with his dad getting killed was a little lame.
Yeah, I thought the acting in that scene seemed a little weird. I didn't know what Pablo was going for. He seemed oddly stiff. I thought it was gonna lead to something weird with him. I guess it sorta did, but I don't know, it just seemed really weird the way he was talking to Ash in that scene. And
it seemed like they were kind of brushing over it. It didn't feel like as meaningful as the lead up to it was.
Yeah, he brushed it off a little quick.
By the end of the episode, you would never know that Ash just lost his father.
Mm-hmm.
It was just back to status quo, pretty much after that scene.
Yeah, the only thing they did was his ghost dad told him to clench his butt cheeks.
Which was really lame.
Yeah.
It wasn't funny. It was just lame. It
didn't
lead
to anything. Back to the bowl thing.
But it didn't. But it didn't do anything. It didn't change anything, and that effect was kind of wonky. Him flying up and down on the car.
Yeah, it was pretty silly looking.
Yeah, I mean, some of that was really funny though, but it just felt like it didn't mesh together as well. They didn't.
It felt like this was a boss battle, in an Evil Dead game.
Yeah,
he has to kind of swipe at it with his chainsaw as it drives by, and then you get to the other part where you have to try and hold on to the car.
Yeah, I mean, that was it. There was some fun stuff with the car for sure. That effect was a little wonky, but for the most part, the stuff with the car was pretty fun.
Yeah, I liked Kelly and Ruby killing off Ruby's children.
Yeah, they made it a little bit meaningful, because Ruby was sad about killing her younglings, and Kelly was being sympathetic toward her, even though, she was the one that caused this, and she's pretty evil, but...
Yeah.
So it feels like that, something's leading with that, more than the Amanda thing ever did.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of it in this episode, with the two of them, but...
I wish it was less broken up.
Yeah.
The scenes, even if it was just one scene, as long as it was just kind of together. Because pairing it with the Ash and car fight, it was so high energy and comedic with the car fight that it didn't quite juxtapose well with the Ruby and Kelly scene.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like there was any correlation there.
And one of the girlfriends of the dickheads who stole the car was still in it, and she gets out, and I guess she lived. I don't know if that's going anywhere, or if they just forgot to kill her.
Yeah. Well, was she supposed to be, the sheriff's daughter or something? They mentioned that she was someone's daughter who was important. Yeah, so it's possible it's gonna come back to that, but they left it a little bit weird because it seemed like she and Pablo kind of had a moment of bonding just because they were in the same situation.
We didn't really see it so much. It would have been better if they made it clear they bonded somehow, because it's just kind of we cut away and then cut back, and she was calling him Pablo and felt a little more familiar.
Well, I think it's just supposed to be kind of they're in a terrible situation, and that's the bonding.
I'm just saying,
really
I wish we
lot
had
of
seen
time.
it. I wish we got a feel for that happening between the two of them.
Yeah, but it didn't really come to anything because she ran away, and then neither Pablo nor Ash checked to see. They just walked away.
No, they just walked away, and then they're like, "Where is she? I saw her get out, and so she's alive, but she just floated away, I guess."
I guess. I did laugh when Ash is picking up his dad's brain and trying to kind of put it back in the skull.
Yeah, that was funny.
Nothing's sacred on this show.
No. I keep wanting the Ted Raimi and Bruce Campbell stuff to be a little better than what it's been so far.
I thought the Chet stuff was really funny. It just was kind of spread out a little bit.
Mm.
But I think Chet's one of the best things right now, honestly.
It's funny. I
like Ted Raimi always steals the show.
Yeah, I just feel like it can be a bit better. But it probably will get there.
Yeah, I want him to be more involved. I would like him to be a regular fixture, and I don't know what they're planning to do with that, but...
Yeah, I hope so.
But, I mean, he's really funny, and it was like that with Xena, too, where he's playing kind of the stupid guy and the foil that kind of, like, it works really nicely.
Yeah, Joxer didn't want to go to titty bars quite as much.
Yeah, he wasn't quite such a lecherous asshole, but still. I feel like he would still like Mammary Lane. He did like the ladies.
Yeah, he'd probably go without too much of a fuss.
He's Joxer the Mighty.
Joxer the Mammary.
Yeah. Joxer the Mighty likes his mammaries. Yeah, but I feel like having him interact with more characters too would be really funny, like having him annoy Ruby and things like that, or Kelly.
Yeah, I do want to see more with him and Ruby.
It'd just be like Xena and Joxer, honestly.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah, there's a lot of like people that were on Xena and Hercules showing up because of New Zealand, but Joel Tobeck's going to be in the show. Mm-hmm. And we saw him in the credits for this one, even though he's not been in it yet, which is weird. Like, maybe he did like some voiceover stuff or something that we didn't see, but I don't recall seeing him at all in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
They had that song playing in Chet's car.
Bob and Doug McKenzie take off. To the Great White North, take off.
Was it a cover or was it
because they released it as a song, and it was fairly popular back when.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's just funny hearing that in this. Why are they using the Bob and Doug McKenzie song?
They do have a good soundtrack for this show. They had a lot of good songs in this one, playing with the car.
Yeah. We didn't mention last episode, but they showed like the end of Evil Dead 2 where Ash was thrown into the past with the car. So
yeah, which makes it even more confusing. Like, how did he get it from there to the present?
Yeah, somehow he survived. Is that car
like however old is like? Was it just like living through the centuries?
I guess if Army of Darkness happened, he did like go to sleep with the car. So I guess he just restored it after that.
It's kind of like what they were joking about at the end of the episode. Like, oh yeah, he stabbed her with a chainsaw. He's like, just like some lube will fix that. Whatever. The car's indestructible. We didn't talk about last week too. The beginning of the episode, they had the car montage.
Yeah,
that was really good.
Yeah, there we rectified our car mistakes.
Yeah. Well, this was a good continuation of it. I was thinking from the description it would be more like a parody of Christine, but I feel like they did more of their own thing and it worked out a lot better. Because there were some good action pieces with this. I liked Ash riding on top of the car. Not so much the bouncing up and down looked a little wonky, but with him on the top and it going out of control, or him in Chet's car during the chase and he's getting out of the car and like kicking him in the face while he's trying to drive.
Yeah, that was good.
They had the vision that Pablo had. That was pretty gruesome.
Yeah.
The pole sticking through him?
Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
That went pretty long, too. I was surprised how long that went, because, I mean, I figured as a vision. It's just, it takes forever for fake Ash to pull it out of him and then lead to the trunk thing.
But that was good because you believe it's Ash for a little bit, but it doesn't go into, like, overly evil or overly funny territory. It just like it feels like just like a casual conversation, which made it a little creepier. And it did look pretty gruesome and painful, trying to pulling the pole out of him.
Yeah, that led to like his vision where he gets thrown in the trunk is where the portal to hell opens once the Necronomicon gets him to open that and toss it in.
I didn't really... I get that now.
Yeah. No, I figured that. Like, that's why the vision had him go in the trunk.
I liked the stupid book coughing up the little paper for him. It was just kind of funny to me. I don't think it was intended to be that funny.
Yeah. It's probably supposed to be a little funny.
Yes, there was a funny visual element there.
Mm-hmm.
I liked when Ash is trying to figure out where the car would go, and then like Chet has that bit about I feel like this like that's where he got it, and then your father, and then this was more meaningful, and like I guess that works too.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think this was like uneven, but overall still a good episode.
Yeah,
it had a really good elements to it, and it's improved on season 1 a lot, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of like this show, like even at its worst, is still really good for the most part.
Yeah, I think they just need to find a better balance between serious and goofy.
Yeah, for sure.
And better transitions into things, but
yeah,
overall, I think they're going in a good direction.
Yep.
So that's all for this one. Unless you had anything else to add.
Spectacular at the end. Drive off in that like some 1,000-year-old car.
Yeah. We'll fix it up. It was a lame job.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Take off.